Hey, yo, guys, get in Manchester United with another 3 points. We were up to six until Newcastle got the win on Arsenal. I know I'm doing my match reaction a bit late, however, um, I've had a day. I was watching some football and I just thought I'll do the video later. I hope you guys don't mind. I also hope you don't mind smashing the like and subscribing to the channel. We really do appreciate it. I haven't made a video in a couple of days. I just had a week, man, and obviously the game in the week. It ended a bit late. It ended a bit late, and I needed to sleep. I am a working man. But anyway, Manchester United with the 3 points. I'm so happy about it. Eric Ten Hag needed it. The players needed it. The fans, man. Can we talk about the fans? The traveling fans. They were amazing. They were honestly singing the whole game. There were times where Fulham was absolutely dead. The fan base was absolutely dead, and you just heard the Manchester United fans going and going and going. And even after the game, the Manchester United fans stayed behind. All of them, none of them left. All of them stayed all the way till the very end, 92 minutes. When Bruno obviously finished that lovely goal, sending, I don't know who he sent. He sent like two players. He sent them, packaged them, DHL, sent them off home, and he put it in the back of the net, man. I really do think that Manchester United really upped the game in this game. I don't think we're good enough. We're very, very, very far off. But we definitely are on the way up, man. I think that was a better performance than we've seen in the Premier League recently. Um, and yeah, it was a bit of a change theme to a certain degree. I mean, McTominay was still there, Eriksen was still there, Bruno was still there. But especially in the second half, man, you saw Garnacho. Garnacho started slow. There's this myth that he's an impact player, but he basically proved today that he grew into the game. As the game went on, Garnacho got better. Palestri coming on. It's a cameo, but he got the assist. He's working extremely hard. For me, Palestri needs to start. I've said in the past, Palestri is a good player. He just needs to hit the gym, and I think him and Garnacho, they both need to be hitting the gym just to get some power behind him. This is the English Premier League, even though the football has gotten more technical in terms of it's not as you don't have Stoke City on a Thursday or Saturday evening, in the rain. You don't have that kind of football, but the players are still big. If you look at Manchester City players, they're all big. They're all massive players, even though they play good technical football. The players are still big. If you look at Newcastle, they're a very physical team. Newcastle, I don't, yeah, like all the players, they're not big players, but they're a very physical team. And even Arsenal, I mean, Arsenal's midfield is not small. Declan Rice been added to that midfield is not a small player. So you need physicality in the Premier League. This is what the Premier League has been about all the years. Physicality, pace, yes, technicality has been added to it, but it still has that old school raw um, English spice. Let's call it English spice to it. And I just think they need to hit the gym, man. Um, I think everybody. I think we need to improve as a team, but I think we are on the right path, man. That midfield is still a massive concern. Eriksen in the holding midfield, let's be real, guys. Not good enough for Manchester United. Scott McTominay next to him, obviously. They had a okay game, but they are just not good enough for Manchester United. If you look at the back, um, you have Maguire, my man of the match is Harry Maguire. I need to say that as soon as I brought him up. Sorry, guys. My man of the match is Harry Maguire, man. Had a brilliant game. You can make a cameo of Harry Maguire in that game. Basically, heading the ball away from corners. It was insane. I think they had. How many corners did they have over the game? I think they might have had like 6 or 7. And Harry Maguire, as far as I can remember, cleared every single one. Johnny Evans had a decent game, but Harry Maguire was man of the match, man. Where else are we going? I just think Yeah, I think we're on the way up. I just think we need to sort that midfield out. I think Mount needs to start. I think Amrabat. I think there's some sort of an issue. I don't know if it's fitness. I mean, he hasn't been playing in months, so I think there's a bit of an issue in terms of fitness. Um, and also, Eric Ten Hag isn't somebody who enjoys rushing people back. So I actually do think there's an issue there. You can see like Varane's barely getting game, and I do think that's also got to do with fitness. Eric Ten Hag is I mean, somebody got fired because Martinez was playing when he was unfit. So Eric Ten Hag is big on bringing players in once they are 100%. And you don't blame him because you look at the situation with Martinez, and it's not good, man, to play players through fitness. I mean, someone like Martial, he's come out in the past basically saying that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer played him through fitness, and that's why his body is basically a twig. It's like a glass box; it can't deal with it. Um, Manchester United, I'm just happy with the win, man. Get the Wolves out of the way. I really want Eric Ten Hag to succeed. I do think that he's. People say that he's not a good manager. Um, I do think that his football is a bit complicated. I do think his back four and the player, the number six in front of his back four, needs to be very easy and fluent on the ball in order for Eric Ten Hag's style of football to work. I really do think so. Um, when you see Martinez there, when you see Varane there, you see a much better style of play. I mean, just go back to the Arsenal game. It was amazing. It was amazing how we were playing out from the back, and we've been struggling ever since, and we've been missing key players. I mean, we don't want to put everything onto injuries, but it's we won, so it's not an excuse. You can just see that there are players missing. Eric Ten Hag is desperately missing players, but I'm so happy for him and I'm so happy for the win. I still think Eric Ten Hag is the guy to take us forward. Who haven't I spoken about? Who have I not spoken about? I actually think Deloitte actually had a better game. I think he's been poor past 2-3 games. Deloitte had a much better game. Adam Wan-Bissaka had a good game. I just wish Adam Wan-Bissaka would take the ball a bit to the byline a bit more, but he's good in the 1-2 passes, keeping the ball moving. That's his strength, and obviously also his one-on-one tackling. And I just think that I just trust Aaron Wan-Bissaka a bit more than Deloitte, man. I just think Deloitte hasn't been playing great lately, and I'm just happy to see Aaron Wan-Bissaka back. Anthony, absolutely a dead player. I don't like to say sell somebody, but Anthony, just hold on, guys. Yeah, Anthony needs to be sold. I know we paid a lot of money for him. I just don't think he's a Premier League player. I just don't think he's a Premier League player. He is a tiny guy. He's a tiny guy, and in the Premier League, besides the fact that he has no left foot, I just think he's not a Premier League player, and he seems to be struggling. He can't take anybody on. I don't know if he doesn't want to take anybody on or he can't take anybody on, but he gets the most joy out of Adam Wan-Bissaka or Deloitte when he's playing there overlapping. You don't see enough from him himself unless he's cutting in. And when he's cutting in, he's in my personal opinion, I think maybe he does have what it takes. I think maybe if he hits the jump, gets a bit stronger. And when he does cut in, he needs to be playing. He needs to be playing the ball through to Hoyland, to whoever's in the box. If Rashford's in the box, to Rashford, trying to get it on the head, man. He just doesn't do that enough. He plays it into the feet sometimes. I've seen him do that this season. I've seen him skyrocket the ball. He's just a frustrating player to watch, man. Who else? Hoyland. I think Martial was better when he came on. I think Martial was better. I think Martial is more of a footballer. Hoyland's also young. But I think Martial's more of a footballer. Hoyland's just looking. I think he's getting desperate to score that goal, and I don't think it's been bad. I just think he's been desperate to score that goal. He's hungry to score the goal, and I really hope he scores it soon. But in terms of football, I think Martial is the better footballer. So, in just saying that, I mean, like, Hoyland has been great. And I'm not saying he needs to sit bench. I'm just saying that in terms of a footballer, with a ball at his feet, playing the 1-2s, dribbling. I think Martial's the better footballer. So I think in today's game, Martial looked a bit better, but that is on the team, man. We need to play to Hoyland's strengths. Hoyland is a guy that he needs the ball to feet or to head in on goal, man. I honestly think, or like a through ball, that is his strength, and Manchester United just don't play to his strengths. I mean, the guy is trying to create his own chances in a lot of games. So I just think it's a graveyard shift for him, man. He's a striker that needs service. He's not like Martial needs service, but Martial can do the 1-2 and not still be too concerned or drift out wide and try and create for somebody else. That's Martial, but Hoyland's not that, and we just aren't playing to his strengths, man. We really need to play to his strengths. Who else is there? Scott had an okay game. Yeah, he was alright. It's nothing like outstanding I can say about Scott. I think he had an average game. Bruno in that 10, we need to see Bruno in that 10 a lot more, man. Going forward, I hope whatever the issue is with Amrabat is sorted out. I want to see um, Mount in the 8. I do think Mount needs more games. If Mount's not going to be playing in the 8, he needs to play on the right wing, man. So I want to see Mount in the 8. I want to see Amrabat next to him or Casemiro. And I want to see Bruno in the 10, man. I think Mount can go up to help Bruno, but Mount works extremely hard, guys. He works extremely hard, and that is why I think Erik ten Hag brought him in. Erik ten Hag likes players that are extremely hardworking, and Mount is definitely one of those players. And I'm not saying that's all Mount does. Mount does have tactical ability, but I do think Mount getting up and down the pitch, assisting in the defense, but also pushing forward to help Bruno. I think Mount Mount will come good. I honestly believe that Mount will come good. And I can't wait. I can't wait for the team to start clicking. I can't wait for Martinez to be back. I can't wait for Shaw to be back, man. Honestly, I can't wait to see a proper backline from Manchester United. We saw that Varane got some minutes today, and that's also good news for us. Um, honestly, in the summer, or even in January, doesn't matter who the manager is. I do hope it's still Erik ten Hag, but we need to go get another centre back. I don't think Martinez is injury prone, but Varane definitely is. We need a. Maguire's been good, and he's my man of the match, and hats off to him, man. But I do think we need a faster centre back. That I think at the moment one of the big problems, and this is why I think Erik ten Hag's football is not that simple. I think um, we need centre backs that can play high up the pitch. I honestly do think so, because if the centre backs play high up the pitch, I think Erik ten Hag is in the phase where he's gonna try and play his football. If the players on the pitch can't execute it 100%, I think he's in the stage where he doesn't care. I honestly think he's in the stage where he doesn't care. So I think we need centre backs that can play high up the pitch to condense that pitch. It will make the whole team look better. I guarantee it. Because there's been times in the season where I've seen our centre backs on the tip of the D, like on the centre circle, they were on like the opposition side of the centre circle, like almost on the tip of the edge of the centre circle, and that is why I think Erik ten Hag actually wants our centre backs to be, especially when we're putting a team in. I think he wants him to play that high up the pitch, and if they're playing that high up the pitch, it will condense the whole team, and I do think that the position will be better. I do think the position will look better, and especially if we have better ball playing centre backs. I do think I mean that Arsenal game, and just go watch that Arsenal game again, guys. We're absolutely brilliant at playing out from the back. We're absolutely brilliant from playing out the back. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Obviously, I do think that this result is papering over the cracks, but if you look at our last two results, which was obviously City and Newcastle, I do think this season we're not going to beat them. I don't think we're going to beat anybody that is um, that seventh up. I don't know if you're gonna beat Spurs, Liverpool, City. Um, who else is it? Newcastle, Arsenal. I just don't think we're gonna beat that teams. But I think everybody down. I think everybody down. I think we have a good chance, man. I think we're gonna be able to grind out that the results this season, and hopefully they prove me wrong. Hopefully we go to Arsenal or no, we I think we've been to Arsenal. Or was that game home or away? I think that was away. Hopefully, when they come to us, we are in much better form and we can beat them. But for now, I just think we're gonna be beating everybody from ninth down, and everybody from like eighth up or seventh up. I think they're gonna be tough matches for Manchester United at this moment in time, and I just don't think we're good enough at the moment. And hopefully we can get that back line back, man. I think that is crucial to Eric Ten Hag, and hopefully either Casemiro or Amrabat comes good, so that nothing against Scott McTominay, but I just don't think he's the future. He's good for now, but I just don't think he's the future, man. Anyway, guys, that's me. That's my match reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Smash the subscribe button, leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.